You guys, I was really bad this month. I kind of bought a lot of books. Whoops. Hey, that rhymed. Ba-dum-tsh. Do a January book haul, just showing you guys all the books that I bought this month. I bought a lot of books. So I'm just gonna jump in and get started. I got this one at a store called Ollie's. I think it's only on the East Coast, but they sell like discount books there. It's called One Night in Scotland. Looks like this. It's a romance novel. Probably a very cheesy, bad romance novel, but it's Scotland. And like, Scotland, do you really need any more explanation than that? Second book. I have a stack here, so these are not going to be in like store order, it's just going to be what I pull off the stack. So I got this one at Books A Million. It was on sale for $3.97, and it is Boundless by Cynthia Hand. One Night in Scotland is by Karen Hawkins, in case you didn't see that. But I bought this, Boundless by Cynthia Hand, because I wanted to read this series. It looks really good. This is the third book in the Unearthly series, and I heard it was really good, so I want to give it a try. And it was only $3.97 for a hardback book, so I had to buy it. The next book is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, and I read Cinder. I loved it. I wrote a review on Goodreads, but I was thinking about doing a video about both of them once I finish this one. I haven't started it yet. But I realized when I brought it home that I have the hardback version of Cinder, and this is a paperback. So I'm kind of a book snob, and I like my series to match. So I'm going to be giving this one to a friend, and I bought the paperback version of Cinder, and I'm going to be giving those to her for her birthday. I hope she's not watching this. I don't think so, but that would be unfortunate. So yes, I am excited to read that, and I heard it's really... The next one that I bought is The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams-Chima. And I don't really know what this is about, but I heard it was really good, and I found it at this local, like, secondhand bookstore, and I think it was like, well, it was $5.50, and it said it was brand new, which I don't believe, but yeah, I bought it. Next book, The Spiritual World of the Hobbit by James Stuart Bell. Looks like this. And one thing you should know about me is that I am in love with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. My favorite movies, my favorite books, my favorite anything. Just, if there's a category, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you don't even have to ask. It sounds really good. And it's just like, it's supposed to be one of those like inspirational books, finding inspiration in your everyday life and how you can tie it back to the movies and things like that. So I got that, and I'm really excited for it. The next thing was a birthday present, and it is massive. My friend got me a freaking giant bind-up of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, because I watch the BBC Sherlock show, and I love it so much. So she knew I love Sherlock, and she bought me this big book, and I love it so much. When I'm gonna read it, I have no idea. But yeah, and the spine looks really cool too. Look at that spine! It's so pretty! It's such a pretty spine! Okay, next book. Next one is Singing the Dog Star Blues by Allison Goodman. And this is so pretty, it has such a pretty cover. Hey guys, so I'm sorry about the camera change. My camera just died, so I'm gonna have to use my phone for the rest of the video. I don't know where it cut off, so I'm just gonna start with the last book that I was talking about, which was Siren by Janet Fox. And I'm really excited to read this. It's set in like the 1920s. It's all about like flappers and jazz music and gangsters, and I think it's just that a man sends his daughter to Manhattan to find a husband, and instead she discovers these secrets that can like topple the universe, you know how these books go. So yeah, it looked really interesting, and it was only 99 cents, so I bought it, and I'm gonna read it. By the way, I'm sorry that the screen is so bright. I can't fix it. My phone won't get darker. I've messed with the settings, and I'm still like freaking pale. I'm not this pale in real life. Kind of. Okay, next book is Pandora Gets Jealous by Carolyn Hennessy. And this book has such a pretty cover that I was just so excited to read it. And it's like, I think it's a kid's book. I mean, it has ginormous writing. I don't know if you can see that. But it was $2.99, and it's a hardcover book. And I've been really into hardcover books lately. I don't know why. So, yes. Also, I apologize if I'm not looking at you, because I can now see what I'm doing on the screen. I might be looking at the screen instead of the actual camera. So we're just gonna keep going. Okay, next book. It is the first book in the Chemical Garden trilogy. It's Weather by Lauren Stefano. And I've heard some people say that they really enjoyed it, and I've heard some people say that it just wasn't for them. So I decided to give it a try, and I'll see how I feel about it. So, yes, I bought Wither, and I actually really like the cover. It's really pretty. I haven't looked at the spine is nothing special. Well then, moving on. Oh, and this book was also $3.97 at Books A Million, because they have a pretty good selection at the one that's not near my house. The one that's near my house has a crappy selection. This one's like an hour away from my house. And they had like a whole huge row of like clearance, super clearance books. And I was just like, I gotta get me some of those. So, next book is also from there. And it is Legend by Marie Lu. And I paid $4.97 for this. So excited. And this is another dystopian, and I have heard everyone say that they loved it. And so, yeah, I gotta pick it up. I did pick it up. I had to pick it up. Next book is The Treachery of Beautiful Things by Ruth Francis Long. Looks like this. This book was $1.99, and it's something about her brother was like eaten by a tree or something or other, and she wants to find him, and it's about like, I don't know, fairy tale things. I'll let you know when I read it. But it was $1.99, so I bought it, and it has a really pretty cover. Like, who wouldn't want to buy it? That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, next book. Also another Books A Million book, which is Requiem by Lauren Oliver. I have not read the Delirium books. I've never read the trilogy. No, it's never happened for me. So when I saw this, it was $4.97 for the hardcover, and I've wanted to read it anyway. I figured, why not pick it up, since I'm gonna have to buy it anyway, and it's cheap. Cheaper than a paperback. Boom, add it to this. Can you see this right now? I mean, I know you can, that's not what I'm asking. Do you see this right now, is what I'm saying. This is a stack of books that I've already gone through, and I still have another stack to show you. Whoops. The next one. I bought this book at Dollar Tree, and it sounded good, so I bought it. It's Heart Change by Robin D. Owens. and it's about a sellsword, and yeah, he's loaned out as a bodyguard for some royal person or something or other, and he ends up falling in love with her, and she ends up falling in love with him, and then madness ensues and all that crap and stuff with books. So yay. Next book is Days of Blood and Starlight, and this is one of the ones that I'm most excited for. This is the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. Is it a trilogy? I think it's a trilogy. But this was $5.97, another hardcover at Books A Million, and it's so pretty. I love books that are just gorgeous. Like, why would you not want why don't people want their books to be gorgeous? I don't understand why people would have plain looking books. The world may never know. Next book is A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning. I talked about this in my last video, and I'm so excited to read this. Looks like this, and it was $2.97. $2.97. Books A Million, books. Books A Million. Books A Million, Books A Million. Yes. Next books, I'm going to show you both of them at the same time, is the second and third book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I found these at the same secondhand bookstore that was near my house that I found the Warrior Heir. They were both $6.50, which is kind of expensive for like a secondhand bookstore, but I've never seen, I don't know, I like the editions that these are. This is The Return of the King and The Two Towers. So yes, I bought those. I collect Lord of the Rings and Hobbit stuff, memorabilias, and other such stuff, so I had to get them for the collection. I do already have a copy of Lord of the Rings, but it's like a bind up of all three books, and that's just a little bit too much to carry around with me all the time, so I had to buy the individual books, because, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And the last and final book is Venom by Fiona Paul, and it has the pretty pages. I don't know if you can see it. I don't remember what these are called. I don't think you can see. Where the edges of the pages are all pretty and stuff, and it looks like a vintage book. And this book was $1.99. Venom by Fiona Paul. Hardback book. You know, there's a trend, I think, with this haul. Hardback books are becoming a new thing for me. I never used to buy hardbacks. Until I never used to buy, I never used to buy hardbacks until I started watching booktubers talk about books. And when I see their bookshelves look all nice and pretty and neat and organized because they have all of the same height books, it makes me sad because I don't have that. My books are all uneven, and yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So yes, that was my January book haul, and I still have an order coming in the mail. I bought more books, and there's quite a few of them. But I'm gonna include them in next month's haul because I have not gotten them yet, and yeah, I didn't want to wait until I got them to make this video in case you want to read any of the books that are here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for the many technical difficulties, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I think is going to be a tag video. And yes, I know, I just did a tag video, but like, this is my channel and I can do what I want. No, I'm just kidding. I saw it and it looked interesting, so I want to do it. Yeah, enough said. Enough said. Also, I want to do a little, like, book review, series review thing on a series that I just started, and it's fantastic, and you guys should know about, so stay tuned for my next couple of videos coming up. Just, you know, stay tuned. Just, I'm not saying you should subscribe, but, like, you should totally subscribe. Yup, that's the thing that you should do. And next time, there will not be technical difficulties in my video because I will charge my camera next time. Bye!